Stop. What's that feedback?
I don't know.
Right. You get that? Stop. What's that feedback?
I don't know.
Right. You get that? Stop. All right. Whew. Sorry about that, y'all. We trying so hard to do good till we fucking up. Hey, but tune in, tell a friend. The Playboy Comedy, Mr. TreLuv, aka I Act Like a Comedian, is in. We live, y'all. October 26, 2021, along with my co-host, Mr. FatPack. This is the Trey and Pack Evening Show. It is 4:01 p.m. We want to welcome y'all. You know what I'm saying? To today's show. We got a few subjects we're gonna talk about today, and then from there, man, we're gonna get into some sports and some other things. All right. Today, y'all, we're gonna start off. We're gonna talk about the Gabby story. That's been highlight of the news for a while. From there, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go to a health segment called the stroke session. That's where I'm gonna discuss some health tips to help you all, deal with your health, especially my men out there. From there, we're gonna have the Alec Baldwin section. We're going to discuss, what happened with Alec Baldwin on set. An amazing tragedy, an awful tragedy, even amazing and awesome, awful, but an awful tragedy, man. We really want to discuss that, and also keep that young lady's prayers, family in your prayers. We got a business segment we're going to do, and from there, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the show off with sports as we do each and every week. So y'all, get ready.
I'm about to take off, it ain't no layoff. I'm about to get my money stacked like Madoff. I'm about to take off, it ain't no layoff. I'm about to get my money stacked like Madoff. I'm about to take off, it ain't no layoff. I'm about to get my money stacked like Madoff. I'm about to take off, I'm about to take off. I'm about to take off, I'm about to take off. 454, call them big blocks. Old school big rims, so it's just a shot. Put some horses in the engine, I don't play with stop. With the pedal to the metal, watch your heart stop. I'm out here getting mine, hope you getting yours. We all deserve to find the things you gotta grind for yours. I was raised by them little faces. Then now that I'm older, I can't stop spinning big faces. I'm seeing numbers like I'm caught in the matrix. Got a swag like Neo, I'm the one, I'm gonna make it. Call me Nassau.
All right, ladies, welcome back. And right now, we're going to go ahead. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Trey Pack Evening Show. We're going to start off with our story today. A lot of people have been discussing this issue with this young lady. Unfortunately, she lost her life. Go into the details of it. Into the story. All right, let me just go ahead and read the story from the top. The Department of FOIA requests in a letter dated Wednesday, October 20th, the day discovery of Brian Landry's remains was announced. The letter states, upon further review, the information you have requested is being withheld under Exemption 7A. The exemption protects from disclosure records for information compiled for law enforcement purposes if the records fail within one or more of 6 specific bases for withholding in a subsection of the letter called 7A. These include affording a virtual roadmap through the government's evidence, prematurely revealing the source, prematurely revealing the scope of the evidence that has been obtained to date, hindering the NPS's, National Park Services, and Federal Bureau of Investigation's ability to further control and shape the investigation, and exposing actual prospective witnesses to undue influence or retaliation. However, Bradley Moss of national security law firm Mark Zaid suggests the missing body cam footage may not be released for many months, telling Newsweek in an email until they close out the case. It's going to be tough to back 7A. A FOI officer later confirmed to Newsweek in a separate there remains there there remain no immediate plans to publish missing body cam footage. Despite the discovery of Brian Laundrie's body, Dr. Cheris Wilson told Newsweek via email, I have confirmed with the Federal Bureau of Investigations that this is still considered an open and active investigation. According to the body cam footage you requested, cannot be released at this time. In the second body cam footage released almost 3 weeks after it was shot by the road police officer, Petito, that's what her name was. I couldn't get it for nothing, y'all. Petito is seen narrating a fight that occurred between her and her boyfriend Laundry. The second officer in the body cam footage is heard but not seen asking, and he hit you though, before adding, we just want to know the truth. The visibly upset Petito is seen replying, I guess, yeah, before adding, but I hit him first. She then added, Laundry grabbed her face, but then appeared to change her account, saying Laundry did not punch her or hit her. Petito said he didn't like he didn't like hit me in the face. Oh, okay. He didn't like hit me in the face. He didn't like punch me in the face or anything. The officer then heard asking, "Did he slap you in did he slap your face or what?" She replied, "Well, he like grabbed me with his nails, and I guess that's why it looks I definitely have a cut right here," while rubbing the side of her face. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna say this. Truly, this story is a tragedy all around. There's no positiveness to this story at all. I mean, these two young people are both dead now. You know, the young lady's dead, and I don't know. You know, again, we weren't there, so it's so crazy. It's messed up. You know, one of the relatives was saying that the family is really going to have a major issue with this because no one's ever going to know what happened. You know, there is no right or no. I don't want to say because it's all wrong, but there is no details as to what happened. And with both of them being dead, they both take this horrific story to their grave, and it just I know it's horrifying for any parent. You know, I have a 27-year-old twin daughters. I also have younger daughters as well. So when I look at the way kids are today, especially today's kids, they ready to get on out there. Like, I'm getting on the roads, I'm gonna go do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna travel, and again, I hate to be sexist. I know this is gonna sound sexist and it somewhat is, but I was 17 and I got on the road and I told my mom, like, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the military, I'm going to live my life. And I was only 17, and I know that kind of struck and hurt her. But when you have daughters, it's that much more, I guess harder to deal with because you have to think, your child is getting away from you, out from under your protection. See, kids, youth always, even I did, we all see it as overbearing parents, but we don't realize that a lot of times when your parents love you the way our parents love us still, it's to protect you. They want to protect you. They're not trying to harm you. So to the youth out there too, that your parents may seem overbearing, really look at your mom and dad and how they do, and really respect the fact and accept the fact that they love you tremendously. So this is a very tragic story, man. I mean, it came to a very tragic end, and I'm just I'm thrown by this story. What you got for us, Pack?
Yeah, this story it keep getting crazier. Supposedly, well, they found the dude body in the water somewhere, and supposedly, like, the parents was the one who led him to the spot. So it's like the dad or somebody knew where he was at the whole time. So the story keep getting weirder and weirder. And then another thing that was weird that I had read was that they say that the body was real decomposed. So it's like if he been dead, it's like his body was worse than Gabby's was when they found him. So something weird about that story going on. I don't really know what the whole situation is, but it's strange. So it's still more that we gonna find out about the story, man. This ain't over with, man. We still got a lot to learn. There's still a lot of details that's gonna come out. So I'm just waiting to see how this turns out because this story is getting real crazy.
Yeah, I want to say 110%. I have to totally agree with you because it's so ironic that through the things that we've been reading and I want everybody to forgive me. I really couldn't find the article that I was looking for. I had an article earlier, and unfortunately, I didn't save that particular article. But the article discussed that, stating the condition that the boy's body was in, and then for the fact that the family knew where he was. It's kind of putting me in the mind of, and I hate to say this. I mean, I hate to say this, but it's true. Again, this is a black show. We're African American men, so we're going to give our judgments, or not judgments, our POV. Like I told you all, this is Trey and Pack's POV. We're going to give our point of view from black males' point of view. And I know this as a black man, we don't know how to fake deaths. I don't know nobody that do. I'm not saying that we don't, but I'm saying that the people I know, the general conversation I have with other black folks, we don't know how to fake deaths. And for them to find a decomposed body, it makes you wonder, like, especially the fact that now the word is out that the family knew where his body was the whole time. That's very tricky and very interesting. Was it really his body? Did he fake his death? Or did he literally like tell his pop? Or, because again, it's all types of conversations that they saying he had with his father. Did he tell his father or mother, like, look, I'm taking myself out. I killed this girl, and I really don't want to deal with the consequences of what's going to happen. I love y'all. Huh?
It's like they knew where he was the whole time. It's like
yeah, that's really
solved it a long time ago.
Yeah, that's really tricky to me. You know what I'm saying? That kind of throws me off a little bit, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm gonna just say, like, again, it's one of them things. I mean, what can you really do about it? I mean, they got the FBI involved. They got this other FO, what WYX and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's like, right, all that kind of stuff involved. But it's just a trip that, this is what things have come to. This is the world we are living in today, man. Where people are literally just like dying, man, like and dying with no, when you can, with her, for example, they looked at the body, they did the autopsy. Okay, they can say that she was killed by strangulation, but his was crazy. How is it that when they got to his body is too decomposed?
All right, I think we having some issues with Trey.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
when we come to the stroke session, where I'm gonna have some what'd you say?
You have froze up.
We're gonna come back in a minute, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and take this. Oh, okay. We're gonna go ahead and take this break real quick.
You can't deny it, the way you feel inside. You can't deny it, the way you feel inside. Clock striking 12 and I'm just leaving home. Ice in my cup and I'm drinking Patron. We party all night till breaking of dawn. If she looking good and she can't leave alone. I'm looking for dimes, I'm looking for shows. I'm sipping this drink, it's got me in my zone. I party like kings, like I'm living in Rome. I party in crowns, I party alone. From city to city, I stay touching down. I party real hard like I slow the touchdown. I'm up in the sky bus, I just order rounds. Wherever I go, I'm shutting the bar down. I'm drinking on beer, I'm sipping on lick. I'm calling on Earl, cause I'm feeling sick. Popping champagne like I'm the #1 pick. That feeling inside got you feeling like this.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you back to the Trey and Pack Evening Show. And as you know, before we get into the next news segment, we got to make it hot. Hey, matter of fact, we ain't doing the news. We about to do. You got that stroke session ready or nah?
Nah.
News flash. All right, so we're gonna come back, y'all. We're gonna do the stroke session. We're gonna talk about some health tips. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tune in, tell a friend. The Playboy Comedy, Mr. TreLuv is in along with my co-host, Mr. Fat Pack. Hey, this segment, ladies and gentlemen, is called Stroke Session. Let me just give a little reason why we call it Stroke Session.
Stroke
I
session.
myself, Mr. Lewis Smith, third actor, comedian, TreLuv. I had a health scare a few years back. I was born with what's called a bicuspid aortic valve. I had no idea that I had heart issues. I had gone to the military, got an honorable discharge, passed all my PT tests from the first to the last. That's physical training tests for those of you who are not familiar with that. Passed all my tests. I played sports in school. I was a really athletic cat growing up. Uh, regular cat, getting into fights and, living life and doing what I do. And didn't find out until I moved to Los Angeles that I was born with what was called a bicuspid aortic valve. Unfortunately for me, I had to have open heart surgery. The surgery did not go as planned. I was supposed to wake up the same day and walk around. And what ended up happening, I ended up in a coma for 4 days. And when I woke from the surgery, found out that I had suffered a stroke during the time I was in the coma. So for the rest of my life, I suffer from left side paralysis. However, you can't look at me and tell physically. Also, I'm in good health shape. I mean, I can exercise, I can lift weights, and I mean, I say this because this is very important to most men. I can still make love, so that's something that a lot of brothers, when they go through certain health issues, they lose their sex drive and their libido and their ability to uh, uh, obtain and maintain an erection. So that's something that's very important. So as a man, I'm telling brothers that I was able to survive those things. I still take blood pressure medication, and fortunately, I'm still able to perform in every way I need to as a man, not just on stage, but also in the bedroom and just being my day to day self. But I say this: here's my health tip. I've been eating meat. I'm gonna keep it 110 for 46 years of my life. I'm a 46-year-old man. I've been eating meat since the day I can remember. My first meal, I think, was a steak. You know what I'm saying? I love meat. I've always loved meat. I'm a master griller. I love getting on the grill, all that. However, realistically, and this is to my men out there, in reality, we have to really watch our meat intake, because what I've learned personally, this is something I've learned through research. This is why a lot of people are going vegan, and I'm not knocking the vegan thing because I'm doing some vegan things myself. But a lot of the reason why people go vegan, and this is something that I don't think black people are really in tune to, is that it's really hard for your body to digest meat. As the human body is really not supposed to digest meat. It's supposed to digest plants. Here's the thing: if you look at the bonobo chimp and you look at us, matter of fact, the bonobo chimp and the human being are closer related than two types of elephants: a Chinese elephant and an African elephant. I say that to say this: a lot of us as the human animal forget that we are, like I said, the human animal, and it's something we need to look into as far as how we're eating. And I do want to say to the plant-based diet people, to the manufacturers that are ensuring that we aren't eating as much meat, I want to say that I take a hats off to you, and I applaud you for giving us these options. I have a friend, and when you're changing the way you eat, man, sometimes you got to change your friends. I must admit that I've met a lot of people that have shown me different tricks of the trade through vegan meals, and they are very, very good. They are delicious. You don't even miss the meat. Here's something I want to say to my brothers out there that's like me, that grew up just eating meat. Here's something I want to give you all a heads up on. If you have some rice, have some collard greens, and have some black eyed peas and cornbread. Just think about what I said: rice, black eyed peas, cornbread, and some collard greens. If you put all that together on a plate and you really don't think about it and you season it up good, you don't miss the meat because that's the food you're used to eating. However, the carnivore that I am, that most of us men are, you usually want to, you look at them, man, where my chicken or where my pork chop or where my, it should be a piece of steak over there or some roast or something, because that's what we're used to. However, realistically, something we need to really watch is our systems are not really designed to digest meat. However, I'm saying that to say this. I'm not saying go cold turkey and start overnight and change your diet overnight, but this is something you need to think about. And I want to start promoting Meatless Mondays. So moving forward, when we do our show on Tuesdays, I'm gonna tell everybody what I ate on the day prior, which is Monday, because I'm going Meatless Mondays, and I'd like for everybody to join me on this. Even Pack, I want you to get on this with me. Meatless Mondays, and notice I said Meatless Mondays, so that means Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Chicken chops, whatever you do. But just let's go slow, y'all. Let's go together. It's kind of like something I learned from this motivational speaker about how to build. When you're building, you got to build instead of like people try to say, oh, I need to save 10% of my money. Sometimes you're not able to save 10% of your money. You really got to think about that. You're able to just take 10% of your check and put it to the side. You might not be able to do that, but I bet you could save 1%. I bet if you tried, you could save 5%. So it's like when you're trying to do a big project, instead of just trying to go straight to the touchdown, you got to go 10 yards at a time, 10 yards at a time. Take it one step at a time, And what we'll start with is Meatless Mondays, and we'll slowly incorporate different food ideas in order to eventually, if you don't totally wean off of meat, you'll put yourself in a position to be able to go meatless. And I think that's very important. What you got for me on that, Pack?
Hey, so you saying on Meatless Mondays I can do like a veggie burger?
Yes, you can.
Oh well, I'm
Yes, you
down
can.
then. Sign me up. I can do
Check it
that.
out. Check it out. Hey, here go what's funny, bro. I'm gonna tell you something. I had they got them in the store. These Morningside burgers. Man, you would be surprised. A Boca burger. Let me put it out there, y'all. And you know what? I'm when we upload this show, I'm gonna give a link in the description because you all really need to try to follow this because they got the Boca burger. If you cook a Boca burger and you put some cheese on that sucker with some ketchup and mustard and relish and lettuce and tomato, I promise you there's nobody in the human world that can tell you you're not eating meat. Those burgers are delicious. So keep that in mind in the stroke session,
It's
y'all.
a
For
mental
real.
thing, man. It's in the mind. I know I ain't eating no burger. Hey, so check this out, right? What about turkey bacon? Can I eat turkey bacon on Meatless
Not on
Monday?
meatless Mondays. Not
Man,
on
that ain't
meatless
meat,
Mondays.
dog. That's
Yes, it
meat,
is.
man. That ain't
Man,
dog. I
that's
don't know
still
what
meat.
that is,
Yeah,
dog. I've
think
been
about
trying
it.
to eat it.
Turkey. Think about it. Turkey. They telling you what it. Hey, y'all hear this fool? He say, now they
I'm
telling him it's
saying I
turkey. He
know
said, can I eat
turkey is
turkey
I know turkey is a meat now, but
Uh-huh.
turkey bacon that shouldn't be considered a meat, dog. That's like
Turkey
rubber.
bacon is a meat.
That's
Turkey bacon.
that's
But
like
guess
rubber
what though?
bands.
Guess what? You might not like it, but they got vegan. They got plant-based bacon. What's the health food store in Miami? Because out here we got a health food store called Mom's. We got Whole Foods, but they do have, believe it or not, bro, they
Whole
have meatless
Foods.
bacon. Check it
Whole
out. They
Foods.
got meatless. They go
You
ahead.
asking me about something I don't know nothing about, bro. I'm going straight to the bacon, straight to the ribs. Nigga, let me get 4 packs of that. Let me get that steak. Nah, in reality though, nah. Actually, I have been, I've been having to watch my health. My cholesterol was a little high, so I have been, eating a little bit healthier than usual. I ain't been eating no red meat. I've been I pretty much been just eating grilled chicken, man. I try to stay away from fried foods. If I do have a cheat day, because my doctor told me I can have a cheat day every night. But if I do that, I might fry something in peanut oil, which that stuff is expensive, by the way. Never even thought about it before, but now, trying to watch my health. So, I use peanut oil if I fry something, and that'd be my little cheat meal for the day. But even still, when I do that, I feel weird. And my body getting used to not having that stuff. So now, I eat a lot of salads, you know what I'm saying? But now when I eat stuff other than chicken, I be kind of feeling a little sick. So I don't know. I don't know if I could ever lean. I've been I don't know if I could ever go full vegan, but I'm kind of leaning that way. You know what I'm saying? But I still be eating bacon though. Don't tell nobody.
Well, he told me he still be eating bacon. Don't tell nobody. But like I said, Pack, you got to understand something. I myself personally, man. I mean, bro, I'm the grill master. You understand me? Like Super Bowl, 4th of July. I mean, like I got a grill sitting out front right now. I got charcoal in my house right now.
Oh, I'm the
I'm
barbecue
man enough
king.
to say that's why I'm pulling my brothers. That's why. But see, what I'm doing is that's why I'm talking to brothers because I want us to understand. Like a lot of times, as people, we feel like, oh, I might be the only one going through this. No, I love my meat, the lifestyle, health wise. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Seemed like we went off for a second. The lifestyle that I want to live health wise, I know that I do need to make sure that I start watching my meat intake. So it's just like I said earlier when I was talking to the fathers out there that are going through issues with baby mamas and stuff. If you or court system, it's like when God bless me, my blessings. I have to teach others. You know what I'm saying? So and like I said, I know brothers ain't gonna change over. But just try it out. Like I say, it's like say them email us Trey Pack at Trey and Pack Evening Show at gmail.com.
To get down. Nigga, listen. You can't deny it, the way you feel inside. You can't deny it, the way you feel inside. Clock strike at 12 and I'm just leaving home. Ice in my cup and I'm drinking Patron. We party all night till breaking of dawn. If she looking good and she can't leave alone. I'm looking for dimes, I'm looking for shows. I'm sipping this drink, it's got me in my zone. I party like kings, like I'm living in Rome. I party in crowns, I party alone. From city to city, I stay touching down. I party real hard like I stole a touchdown. I'm up in the sky bus, I just order rounds. Wherever I go, I'm shutting the bar down. I'm drinking on beer, I'm sipping on lick. I'm calling on Earl, cause I'm feeling sick. Popping champagne like I'm the number one pick. That feeling inside got you feeling like this.
All right, y'all. What's good? We back, man. Sorry about that, y'all. We had some technical difficulties. Sincerely apologize, but appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Stay
Hey
live with.
man, it's a live show, man. You know it's gonna happen.
Oh, it is what it is. I mean, trust me, the people tuning in understand, man. It is what it is. So listen, we're gonna go ahead and go to the next segment, you all. And like I said, thank everybody for tuning in, man. We really appreciate your ear, appreciate you listening. Please like, share, and subscribe, man. We need listenership up. We need the viewership up. We need your eyes. We need your ears. All right. So tell everybody you think you know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to read an article on the Alec Baldwin situation. Hillary Baldwin addresses Alec Baldwin's Russ shooting incident. My heart is with Elena. Elena Baldwin, the wife of actor Alec Baldwin, has publicly addressed for the first time. Posting to her, Baldwin wrote, Baldwin discharged a prop gun on set last week. Her husband,
My brother is having audio issues over there.
her son, the family, and loved ones.
Give us 1 second. We're going to take another break. We'll be right back.
They get down. Nigga, listen. You can't deny it, the way you feel inside. You can't deny it, the way you feel inside. Clock striking 12 and I'm just leaving home. Ice in my cup and I'm drinking Patron. We party all night till breaking of dawn. If she looking good and she can't leave alone, I'm looking for dimes, I'm looking for shows. I'm sipping this drink, it's got me in my zone. I party like kings, like I'm living in Rome. I party in crowns, I party alone. From city to city, I stay touching down. I party real hard like I slow the touchdown. I'm up in the skybox, I just order rounds. Wherever I go, I'm shutting the bar down. I'm drinking on beer, I'm sipping on lick. I'm calling on Earl, cause I'm feeling sick. Popping champagne like I'm the #1 pick. That feeling inside got you feeling like this.
So I keep losing my co-host tonight. Can't get it right. He having issues on the other side. So until he comes back, we about to turn this into the FatPack Hour. So until my co-host returns, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next story, man. Here we go. So yeah, we finna go into the messy moment, man. Is that my co-host coming back, man? I don't know what's going on, my boy.
Pack is back in as well. I think
Think you too far from the
because
Wi-Fi.
we actually, like I say, we've been making sure we're better. I need to get my
All right, so yeah, my boy still having problems on his end. So anyway, as I was saying, finna go ahead and go into this next story till he get back in here. So in other news, entertainment news, man, y'all heard about the drama going on between Lil Boosie and Lil Nas X. So supposedly this weekend that just passed, Lil Nas X was on Twitter posting saying he was finna do a song with Boosie. So this sugar booger here decides to go on Twitter, like I say, and post all kind of lies. So, you know, of course, Mr. Boosie himself found out, you know, his people's telling him like, hey man, this man on Twitter talking trash. So Boosie, being the person that he is, decides to go, and address it. And Boosie addresses it in only Boosie fashion. So now, of course, Boosie goes off and says all kind of things, calls him all kind of negative words that you're not going to mention on the show. But now, Boosie receiving backlash because, he said some things that a lot of people don't like. Them ABCs, they don't like when you start talking about them and, bashing their name. So now we got this beef. So, of course, Boosie come back and was like, yo, man,